In this video, we're going to be talking about blocking punches in the street. Stick around. I hope you're doing well, my friend, and welcome to another episode of Self-Defense Sunday. Recently, in the comment section of another video, I had one of my subscribers asking if I could do a video on how to block punches in the street. And I thought that was a very good idea because I've never covered that kind of material on my channel. I've talked about a lot of different things in the area of self-defense, but never specifically how to block incoming punches. Thankfully, the proper method of blocking is not something that's very complicated. A lot of different martial arts approach blocking very differently, but I believe what we're going to be demonstrating in this video is the most effective. What we have to understand, though, with any blocking system is that we can't just stand there and continue to block. No matter how effective a system is, if all you do is just stand there and cover the whole time, eventually your attacker is going to find his way in. A good blocking system will defend the threat, but immediately get back into the fight in retaliation. And I'm going to demonstrate what this looks like. Now, I'm going to be doing something special in this video because I don't have a lot of guests per se. The only time I've had special guests in my videos is when I go down to the range with my buddy Miles, maybe when I'm reviewing a firearm. But the two young men that I'm going to have with me in this video are guys that I have trained on and off for almost 10 years. And we're going to be doing some drills demonstrating how to defend punches. What we're going to be using in this video is MMA gloves. We're not going to do this drill with boxing gloves because that would not be the right way to train this, because out on the street, you're not going to have boxing gloves that are this wide. You're going to have bare fist. MMA gloves are small enough to give you somewhat of a realistic feel, but they also prevent you from getting injuries during training. A common thing that you'll see people doing when people are swinging at them is reaching for the block, because I don't know, we just got this natural kung fu thing ingrained in us. You know, I hope you like my sound effects, but a lot of people reach. What we want to do with effective blocking is to have a fast, realistic measure of shielding, but also put ourselves in position to also injure the attacker. For example, straight right comes in, I'm going to be here. It's very likely he would come across my elbow there and injure his hand in the moment. So again, we're not reaching for shots and reaching all over the place trying to block shots, because it's very easy for somebody to elude all of that and get on the inside and crack us. What we want to provide is a cage of protection. Now, this looks a lot of different ways. You know, sometimes it may just be getting your elbows up here and shielding something from the outside. But as things begin to get on the inside, it's very important that your vitals are protected. And sometimes it may look like here, sometimes it may be here, sometimes it may be here, but you're learning to cover and cage yourself this way. What's happening is if somebody's coming in and they're allowed to get that close to you, but you're effectively blocking them, that allows you to be close enough to touch them as well. A lot of blocking systems where we're reaching wild all over the place keeps us too far on the outside to properly react. But when we absorb a shot from the inside, we're close enough to make our move and make contact with them as well. And as much as I hate to say this, if we want to be able to hit somebody, we've got to be close enough to get hit, and that's where effective defense is really important. In this video, I'm primarily going to be talking about blocking techniques. Now, I understand when it comes to defending against punches, there's parrying, there's weaving, there's slipping, and, you know, and a lot of times in the boxing world, that's a huge focus, is the slipping, parrying shots. I understand all of that, but in this video, we're primarily going to be focused on absorbing those barrage of punches in the streets. And listen, a street fight is not a boxing match, man. You want to stop the threat and eliminate the threat and get away as quick as you can. This video has nothing to do with boxing coaching, maybe a little bit here and there, but in real life, it's not a boxing match. It's a fight for your life. It's a fight for your head. So of course, I understand things like parrying and slipping, but I primarily want to focus on blocking techniques. So effective blocking will look this way. If somebody's coming in with a 1-2, I may be able to just get those elbows up and defend this way. But as they're coming in with hooks and getting in tight, I'm creating more of a barrier this way, covering this way. Even with the body, you're creating this cage around your head that allows you to stay protected, but be able to act and respond as well very quickly. But enough talking for now. I'm going to be getting together with Sammy and Jesse. We're going to do some demonstrations.
All right, everybody, this is my man Sammy, and this is Jesse.
Let's just start with what it looks like to defend a wild swing from someone who is up close, kind of swinging this way at you, guarding here. Again. Something that can be tricky about this is I've seen some people just reach up and grab their head this way, but there's still so much opening right here. Watch how he's able to slip through if I do that.
If I'm here, boom, he can still catch me. That's why it's so important when those hooks come in and I'm here. It's so hard for him to get in. Boom, boom. See there? Again. Boom, boom.
Back to something I said earlier. We're not just trying to see how many punches we can block. We don't want to stand there. I don't want to give nobody more than 1 or 2 shots. I want to absorb it and get out of there and get back to work myself. Here's what I'm talking about.
What I'm going to do is I want to demonstrate how we don't want to just keep blocking and taking the shots. We want to absorb the shot, block, and then get back in there.
What you saw was a quick absorbing of the swarm. I got underneath it. I got around him. I created an angle, and I was able to hit him.
Let's just say that all Sammy's doing is guarding, and I'm wide open on him like this. Eventually, I might bang, bang. I might picking my shots. He's got to do something instead. Boom, yeah, he's got to get back in there. It's very important that he acts like that.
And that's what I want to talk about now is the importance of footwork. It's not just blocking, it's understanding footwork and angles. Because if you understand footwork and angles, you're able to absorb those attacks, duck, or move to the side, get under there, and set yourself up for clean shots because you're already right there. As you can see, there's nothing pretty about this stuff. In the real world, it's not pretty. It's punches coming from every direction. It's a whole lot of ducking. It's a whole lot of scrapping. It's a whole lot of moving. And that's why I stress the importance of embracing every style, embracing striking, embracing wrestling, grappling. Watch how quick this could become a wrestling match. I'm coming in with some 1-2s. He's absorbing the shots. He gets underneath them, and then he's able to wrap me up. And then from that point, it's easy to take my back if he gets in tight enough.
I'm swinging wild, he gets under it, boom, and now he's got my back. You see that? In the meantime, he could take my back. Boom, he takes me back. Now he's striking me in the head. Bang, bang, bang. See, that's what real world is. In the real world, it's the ability to absorb the shot. He's coming in, boom, 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 getting underneath it. Bah, bah, bah. Getting in, doing whatever you got to do to get out.
And a lot of times you're just going to be dealing with the wild swingers like this.
There you go. That's what we want right there.
Not everybody's cognizant enough to come in with good 1-2s and a variation of hooks. Some people are just coming in and swinging wild, and those are the ones you can just absorb, and they're going to get tired very quickly. And sometimes if they get in too tight, you're able to push them off of you enough to get some distance. But what about if they try to go to the body?
So with those body shots, it's the same thing. Sammy's coming into my body. Boom. See how I'm here? Boom. I'm using that body, and if he goes high again, boom, boom, boom. He comes straight in, boom, 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 boom. I'm feeding those elbows, but I'm staying caged and guarded.
Something else I want to talk about in this video when it comes to blocking punches is chin placement, because you don't want your chin up.
That's very important.
You want your chin down. We're going to do something in slow-mo here.
So like if he and I are in a struggle and we're having a back and forth, if my chin's up like this, he can come in, bang. So remember with all the head guard stuff that the chin is also down. Boom, 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 boom. It's also down. It's not wide open like this. See what I'm saying? A lot of people get like this, their chin, boom, is wide open.
Learning defense is a difficult training exercise because when you're learning defense, you're focusing constantly on being the defensive, and you find yourself seeing how good you can block a bunch of punches that are coming in. But remember, in real life, in situations other than what you saw here, you're also full force ahead as well. So just remember, man, those incoming shots, feed them those elbows, those straightforward shots, feed them those elbows, let them crash into that. Make sure you're completely guarded for those hooks. Make sure your chin is down, and make sure your footwork is in play, because you're always looking for a way out of that battle and right back in to create the angles that you need to make a shot. And again, don't absorb a bunch of punches. Just guard and get back to work, because if you just keep guarding, eventually they're going to find a way in, as I mentioned before. So get together with a group of guys, get you some gloves. It's a lot different, man, when you're punching with small gloves, because they can get in all kinds of little crevices and holes and all kinds of stuff. It's different with big boxing gloves. So just get together with some guys, some training partners, and practice these things and move around and practice, guarding the 1-2s, guarding those wild hooks. Learn how to absorb, how to get out of there, how to create angles to strike, how to get in positions to grapple, all these different things, and just put them into play. Keep at it, my friend. Take care.